Wait a minute. Okay. Good morning, friends. Now I will tell the changes between ECC and S4 HANA. Means that complete changes, not in particular topic. Complete what are the changes has occurred in S4 HANA. So in enterprise structure, coming to first one is enterprise structure. In enterprise structure, we don't have that much of changes. We have only two changes. That is in OB52, two more columns are added from columns and two columns for that from period to period. These are used for the CO opening and closing periods, and this will be used at the time of the assessment and distribution purpose. These columns will be used. In ACC we don't have these columns. And the next one is OB13. In earlier in this is chart of account level. For this in ECC we have the option there, manual controlling integration option we have in ECC, but this option is not there in S4 HANA. And here the FI and CO integration will be happen after we are assigning our company code to the controlling area. The integration will be happened. And these are the changes in enterprise structure. And next, coming to GL changes. In GL we have some changes like the first one is edit cost element. This option we have in the ECC. This has removed in S4 HANA. This edit cost element means through this we can give the cost center and orders for a particular GL account under the default account assignment tab, but in S4 HANA we don't see this option. And next one is our line item display. This option we have in ECC, but it has removed in S4 HANA. This line item display, when the GL account is to be displayed as per the line item, that situation we will use this option, but in S4 HANA we don't have this. This is also one of the change. And next, coming to time dependent attributes, this option has introduced newly in S4 HANA. In ECC we don't see this option. This time dependent attributes, under this we can give the old GL account number, means legacy data GL account number. If in case we have that old GL account number, we can give here. In ECC we don't have this option. And the next one is cash account. This option also newly added in S4 HANA. We don't have this earlier in ECC. This cash account has added in the account type in GL master. This cash account is used for the bank reconciliation purpose, and with this new method we can give the multiple house banks with the same GL account. So this can reduce the multiple bank GL accounts. In ECC we don't have this option. And the next one is in ECC secondary cost elements are not GLs, means we don't create the GL accounts for the secondary cost elements. But in S4 HANA secondary cost GLs also, secondary cost elements also GLs. For that also we will create the GL accounts. In ECC for the creation of primary and secondary cost elements we will use so many T codes. But in S4 HANA no need to use those all T codes. In GL master we can directly create the primary and secondary cost elements. In GL master, in account type we have the primary and secondary cost elements and non-operating expenses and cash account. By selecting here secondary cost elements we can create. And the next one is the next change is open item management by ledger group. This one also newly added in S4 HANA. This we can select when we want to see the transaction leading ledger wise and non-leading ledger wise. For that we will select this option. And the And the next one, last one is clear specific to ledger. This also one of the change in GL master. This yeah, this we in ACC we don't have this option. This we can select when this will used for the special purpose ledgers. These are the changes in GL master. And the next one is next concept is wait a minute. And the next one is currencies. In currencies also we have many changes. This is also one of the important changes. And in earlier in ECC we have only 3 currencies. Those are company code currency, group currency, and indexed based or hard currency. But in S4 HANA we have total 10 currencies. But in ECC we have only 3 currencies. This company code currency, it is a default and it's mandatory. And coming to group currency, this is a group reporting purpose, and it's optional, and it's maintained at client level. And coming to hard or indexed based currency, this is also optional, and it is also maintained at client level. But coming to S4 HANA, here we have total 10 currencies. Out of 10, 2 are standard currencies, means local and global currencies. These are standards. And the next 8 is remaining 8 currencies are freely defined currencies. And out of these 8 currencies, 3 is allocated for asset accounting, and 3 is distributed for material ledger, and the remaining 2 is for the controlling. These currencies are distributed. These are the in ECC for the currencies we will use the T code OB22. In S4 HANA for the currencies and ledgers also we use the T code FINSC_ledger. This is the T code, and these are the currencies changes are there in comparing to ECC and S4 HANA. And the next one is ledgers. In ledgers also we have so many changes. Earlier in ECC we have only leading and non-leading ledgers, but coming to S4 HANA we have standard ledger and extension ledger. 1 minute. Standards and extension ledger. Under this standard ledger we have leading and non-leading ledger. Means leading ledger means it's default, and this is used for the group reporting purpose. And this non-leading ledger means it's a parallel ledger, and this is used for the individual reporting purpose. And we have extension ledger. This is newly added. These extension ledgers are used for the adjustments for the internal management purpose we will use. Under the extension ledger we have simulation ledger and prediction ledger, and the simulation ledgers are used for foreign currency revaluation, and extension ledger prediction ledgers are used for the COPA. And in ECC we have but in ECC we have only 2 ledgers. The T code is for currencies and ledgers. Just now I had told FINSC_ledger. These are the also important changes in currencies and ledgers. And next one is new GL concept. This is also one of the change in S4 HANA. This is also important change. This coming to new GL concept. This concept has introduced for the flexible reporting and for the effective financial reporting purpose. This has introduced, and the features of this in ECC we don't have this option. The features of this new GL concept means this is used for the parallel accounting, and document splitting, and segment reporting, and cost of sales accounting, and integration of FI and CO reporting. And through this we here some new tables also added. And main purpose of this introducing this concept means earlier in ECC we maintain separate ledgers for all, like cost of sales ledger, special purpose ledger, and reconciliation ledger and profit center ledger. And but now no need to maintain these all separate ledgers for all, because all this data will be stored into this new GL concept. And whenever we don't maintain separate ledgers, the data redundancy is possible. Means these all transactional data is stored in single line item table, so that data efficiency also will be improved. This is the change in this concept also added in S/4HANA, this new GL concept. And the new table means MATDOC table, means MATDOC. This table has introduced, this is used for the inventory management purpose, and by adding this table, 26 plus tables has removed, and all the material documents will be stored into this MATDOC table. And now we are not using MKPF and MSEC tables. And these are the changes. And the next one is Fiori apps. And in ECC, to create the house banks, we use the we can create the house bank in GUI screen only, interface screen only. But in S/4HANA, in APP, to create the house bank, we will use the Fiori apps. This is also one of the change. And coming to AC-DOCA, this is the major change in S/4HANA. This table has, this AC-DOCA table has introduced. Generally in ECC, we have the BKPF and BSEG tables. BKPF is used for the header data level, and BSEG is used for the line item data level. In S/4HANA also, BKPF, in the BKPF table for the header data, there is no change. But coming to basic table, this table has removed, because all these line item data will be stored into this AC-DOCA table. So the reason of this to introducing this table means, earlier in ECC, the same data will be stored into multiple tables. So that's why data reduction is not possible. So due to that, performance issues will come, and also the data speed also will be reduced. So that's why this AC-DOCA table has introduced. This AC-DOCA table is a universal journal, and it is a single source of truth. Earlier we have multiple source of truth. In AC-DOCA table, that data is stored into column oriented, so we can compress the data. And here we can store 9,99,999 line items we can store in this table. And the main advantages of this table means, here we can store FI and CO, both data will be stored in this table, and all currencies ledgers also can be stored. And due to this, no more reconciliation, means no need to reconciliation is not required. And this can be used for the cloud and on-premise also. And this is a single line item table, so data redundancy is possible, and it will reduce the performance issues also. And through this table, books of accounts also can be closed very fast, and month end and year end activities also very smooth. So overall work is very simplified by adding these tables. And in this table we can store the line item data of the general ledger, means accounts receivables and payables, and profitability analysis means COPA, and management accounting means CO data, and asset accounting and material ledger, and these all line item data is stored into this AC-DOCA table. And by adding this table, some tables are removed. Those are index tables, aggregated tables, and asset accounting tables, and material ledger tables. And this index tables means These are GL open and clear items, vendor open and cleared items, and customer open and cleared items. Means the tables are for the GL tables are BCs and BSAS. For the vendor open and close cleared items, we use the tables like BSIC and BSAC. For the customers open and cleared items, BSIC and BSAT. These some more tables also there. These tables are removed. And then next coming to aggregated tables. Aggregated tables means the tables are GLT0, GLT3, FAGL, FEXT, some more tables are there. These also removed. And then next coming to asset accounting. Asset accounting tables are ANLP, ANLC, and ANEP, ANEA. Here I am saying some tables only. These all removed. And then next coming to material ledger tables. Material ledger tables, those are MLPP, MLPPF, and MLCR, MLCRF, and MLCD. These all line item data tables are removed by introducing this AC-DOCA table, because all this data will be stored into this table. And the next change is the another topic is business partner. This business partner means BP. This has introduced in S4 HANA. This is also one of the important change came into S4 HANA. Here the BP, it is BPA person, or BP means it's a person or organization or group of people or group of organizations, and it's a single point of entry to create, edit, and display the master data for the business partners, customers, and vendors. And this BP consists of general data, company code data, and purchase or sales data. And the main advantage of this by introducing this BP concept means because we can minimize the data. So due to this, data redundancy is possible. And yeah. Earlier in ECC, to create the vendors and customers, we will use many T codes. For example, for the vendors, to create the T codes are for general data XK01, 02, and 03. For the finance data FK01, 02, 03. For purchase data MK01. For the customers also, for the general data XT01, and for finance data FT01, 02, 03. For sales data also like BD01. And all these T codes we need to use for the creation of customers and vendors in ECC. But by introducing this AC-DOCA table, this BP, no need to use all these T codes, because we can create the customers and vendors at one place only. And we can create the customers and vendors general data, finance data, purchase or sales data also we can create here by changing the BP role. So this is also one of the major change comparing to ECC and S4 HANA. And and the next one is coming to asset accounting. The major changes has occurred in asset accounting only. Complete overall comparing to ECC and S4 HANA, the major changes are in S4 asset accounting. The changes are in depreciation. Coming to depreciation, in ECC we can run the depreciation for only one company code, and in S4 HANA we can run the depreciation for multiple company codes at a time. This is one of the change. And the next one is while calculating the depreciation in ECC, we will give the posting parameters like company code, fiscal year, and posting period. But in S4 HANA we will give the company code, posting period, and fiscal year. And also here we will give the accounting principles also, because complete S4 HANA depends upon the ledgers and accounting principles. So that's why here we will give the accounting principles also. And the next one is while calculating the depreciation, we will give the reasons for posting. In the ECC, we will give repeat, restart, and planned and unplanned. But in coming to S4 HANA, here we will give the this repeat, restart we don't see here. In S4 HANA, we will give for the posting parameters like total log, detail log, and no output log. Means total log means here we can see the accumulated depreciation, and detail log means here we can see each asset wise depreciation. No output log means no depreciation. This is also one of the change. And next coming to here in S4 HANA, one new option also added, that is information for posting parameters. Through this option, before up to which month we have posted the depreciation, that we can see through this option. It has there in S4 HANA, but in ECC we don't have this option. And the next change in depreciation program, here the depreciation program also changed. In ECC, the depreciation program is RAPOST 2000, but in S4 HANA the program has changed. The new program is FAA_depreciation_post. And then next coming to depreciation areas. To calculate the depreciation in ECC, we use only one depreciation area, that is book depreciation. As per that only we will calculate the depreciation. And then but in S4 HANA we have many depreciation areas like book depreciation, costing depreciation, company law, tax, and IFRS. And the next change is delta depreciation. In ECC we have the delta depreciation, but in S4 HANA we don't have this. The delta depreciation means the difference in the depreciation amount. Means, for example, as per the book depreciation, if in case we have 1000, and as per the company depreciation, if in case we get the 1200, the difference amount is called delta depreciation. But in S4 HANA we don't have this delta, because all the data is stored in ledger wise and accounting principles wise. So there is no chance to difference in depreciation calculation amount. And next one is technical clearing account. This is also one of the important change in asset accounting. This means at the time of the asset acquisition between ECC and S4 HANA, the posting logic has changed, because means in ECC at the time of the asset acquisition, the T code is asset account data to vendor account. And but in S4 HANA the posting logic has changed, and the entries also changed because of this introducing this technical clearing account. The main use and advantages of this technical clearing account means, for example, if we have the two accounting principles, one is Indian GAAP leading ledger and another one is US GAAP that is non-leading ledger. And when we post the transaction with the F-90 asset acquisition, so that needs to be posted with these two accounting principles at a time. So for that this technical clearing account has introduced. So in under this technical clearing account we have two views. One is operational view and valuation view. In the operational view, the entry like here we can see the transaction in both ledgers, and means leading and non-leading ledgers. Here the entry is in operational view. The entry is technical clearing of fixed asset account data to vendor account. 1 minute. Yeah. Technical clearing of fixed asset account data to vendor account. And then coming to valuation view, here we can see the each ledger wise entry and transaction. Means here we can see the transaction as leading Indian gap phase, and as well as we can see the transaction as US gap phase, means non-leading ledger wise. The entry is asset acquisition account data to technical clearing of fixed asset account. So after this, both these debit and credit technical clearing of fixed asset accounts will be nullified. So then the final entry would be asset account data to vendor account. So this is one of the change in asset accounting. That is important change also. And next coming some tables also removed in asset accounting. Those are ANLP, ANLC. Just now I have explained. Because all these line item data will be stored into this AC-DOCA table. And then next reconciliation in ECC, the asset accounting and GLs also has the reconciliation, needs to reconcile, but in S4 HANA no more reconciliation because all the data stored in single line item table, that is AC-DOCA. So that's why no more reconciliation in S4 HANA. And next balances carry forward. In ECC we can carry forward for balances for only one company code, but in S4 HANA we can carry forward balances for multiple company codes at a time. This is also one of the change. And then next coming to smoothing and catch up, this is also change in comparing to ECC and S4 HANA. In ECC we have the smoothing and catch up, but in S4 HANA we don't have this smoothing. Actually smoothing and catch up means whenever we post the wrong depreciation, means depreciation amount, when the depreciation amount is wrong, by using this smoothing method we can adjust that difference depreciation amount for the remaining periods equally. But when we use this catch up method, we can adjust that difference amount in that full difference amount in that period only, by changing the by opening the period and by changing the depreciation key, we can post. But in S4 HANA we don't have this smoothing option, because all the data stored into the ledgers, and also in S4 HANA, when we get the difference in depreciation amount, we can open that respective periods, and we can post that by changing the depreciation key. So that's why no need smoothing method in S4 HANA. And the next change in asset accounting is asset fiscal year change. In ECC, to change the asset fiscal year, we use the T code AJRW, but in S4 HANA the T code is changed. The new one is FAA_CMP. And these all are the changes in asset accounting. And some more changes in methodologies. Coming to methodologies, in ECC we use the ASAP methodology. In S4 HANA we use Activate methodology. In ASAP methodology we have total 5 phases. One is project preparation phase, and business blueprint realization phase, and project final preparation phase, and go live. This project preparation phase is used for the project goals, objectives, SLA, and business process analysis. And this business blueprint, here we have the gap analysis. Here the gap means the difference between as is and to be. The as is means which information has with the client, that is called as is, and to be means the SAP document. This difference is called gap. And next one is realization phase. In this phase we will do the configurations like the baseline configuration and final configuration. And next one is fourth one is project final preparation phase. Here we will give the training to the end user, and here we will do testing activities and data migration activities also. So up to this phase user involvement is not there in this ASAP methodology, and in this phase only user will interfere. And the last one is go live. So once all the configurations has done, then we will send it to the user for the go live. And the next coming to the Activate methodology, here we have total 6 phases, and the one is discover phase. means trial version. This phase we don't have in SAP methodology. This is also a difference in methodologies. This discover phase means trial versions. Here we will give the SAP for the trial purpose to the client. Means how it's so suitable to his business, and for that we will convince him and we will give for it for the trial version for on-premise or cloud-based. So in SAP methodology we don't have. And then next coming to prepare phase. This is same like in SAP methodology, project goals, objectives. And the next one is explore phase. Here this is also change in comparing to SAP and activate methodology. In explore phase, like business blueprint. In SAP we have business blueprint. In activate we have this explore phase. In explore phase only we can give the end user training. And here we have fit gap analysis also. And fit gap analysis means here we will sit with the user and will discuss, means client, and will discuss whether it his requirement is can possible to do in SAP or not. That we will analyze first, and if it's not possible then we will go for the customization. Through the customization also it's not possible, then we will explain to the user and he will change according to the SAP functions his requirement. And the next one is realization phase. Here we will do the configuration part like in the SAP methodology. And the next fifth one is the deploy phase. Here we will do the data migration activities, testing and testing activities. And the next one is run. Here we will send the 3 company codes as sprint plans for the go live. And here the major difference means in business blueprint we will do the configurations for all company codes at a time. And in explore phase, in activate methodology, we will divide the company codes into sprint plans. First we will send the 3 company codes in sprint plan 1. We will gather the user stories. In SAP we will call it as requirement gathering. Here we will call it as user stories. We will gather user stories and we'll send it for the we'll do the configurations and we will send it for the go live. And these 3 are working fine. Okay, then if there is any errors then we will rectify that and we will do the changes. And as per the changes again one more 3 company codes we will send in sprint plan 2. Like that remaining also we will do. And this is very in SAP is time consuming, but coming to activate it is timeless and it will take less time, and it will take cost also minimized in this phase, and mistakes also will be reduced comparing to ASAP methodology. And these are the changes. Then the last one is data migration activities. In data migration activities also changes in VCC and S4 HANA. In ECC to for the data migration activities we will use the LSMW. In S4 HANA we use the LTNC and LTMOM. But for some functions this LTNC also will not work, so for that we will go for the customization. Yeah, these changes are in data migration activities. Yeah, these all are the changes in ECC and S4 HANA in all the areas. Yeah, Gopi garu, done.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, stop recording.